Alright, so this is episode 4 of Call of the Night. A little bit of a recap. We were introduced to Ko's neighbor, Akira, since she lives in the same apartment building as he does. Akira and Nazuna have a bit of conflict since they both want different things for Ko, whereas Akira wants Ko to go back to school, basically go back to the light, essentially, you know, like the normal human world, while Nazuna wants to keep Ko at night, or out at night, and is basically encouraging him to continue this nighttime activity of his. And towards the end of the episode, we saw that Nazuna gave Ko a kiss, albeit the way that they did that scene, it didn't even register in my head until like until later on. Because when I was just watching that, I was just like, okay, maybe she probably kissed him like lightly, you know, very close to his lips or something, because I'm on this level of like, if you don't show it to me, even if it had that scene of, you know, she was covering it up with her hand, if I don't see it, I don't believe it was a kiss scene. But according to Ko, she did kiss him, so I assume we're gonna be seeing more of Akira, and we get to see how her dynamic work between Ko and Nazuna. I do have my full-length reaction up on Patreon, which you guys can check out in the description down below. Other than that, let us get started. I'm really sleep deprived. Of course, video games. It's really nice how you see how dull the color is. People have to sleep at night. Oh, you know, that teacher does not mince words. But yeah, it's really nice you see how muted the color is when they're in the daytime, just because daytime, you know, for some reason, I'm only thinking of Under the Sea for some reason, or The Little Mermaid. But basically, that song. But Akira did say to Ko she's not happy with her day life. She's not happy at school. That jiggle, though, okay. I also really like that eerie soundtrack that was going on. You know, very different and opposite from the music that you hear when we're at nighttime, which is a little bit more like this. Remembers the kiss? She's just waiting at the park. Understandable. She gave you a kiss? That predator? Are you feeling like you're one step closer to falling in love? They're going to kiss. Oh my god. They're just having drinks and watching people kiss. Let's go chat about it. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Are you in love? Is she in love? Oh. Is it time to become a vampire? I don't know. We'll have to see. You think it's that easy? Yeah. You're seducing her. Yeah, if you were actually in love, you wouldn't be like this. I've never felt firmer about anything. He's in love. 4 episodes in, where we've reached the goal. Damn, why did she need to unbutton her cloak? So, like, the people who are inside that restaurant is just looking out like, the fuck's going on? You feel like a vampire yet? You're confused because of yesterday. But he's one step, just one step. It's lust. Oh my god. Hey, you know, lust could eventually lead to love. Oh, is somebody call the cops on Nazuna? It's like a maiden. On the lips? Nope, there's Akira. You want to go on a walk? Understandable. He's slowly adjusting to the nightlife. I mean, you're not really kept to the schedule. What? What? You gonna hang out all night? Oh my god, they're playing Street Fighter. Of course. I know that from The Sims. Does that mean you're friends if you're gonna give her a kiss? It's the kiss I don't want. She's just making God, Nazuna's just stirring shit up. Look, I want to be supportive! It's all jokes to her! It's all a game! I've confirmed that. Doki Doki Suing Club. Too easy. Don't go. Yeah, I don't want to go with any y'all. You should go to school. I can't be bothered. That's the fun in playing dating sims and rejecting everyone. Illusion of choice. It's another girl. Of course. I like that girl the best. She didn't bother me, she just left. Liking big boobs or talk about love and romance? It's actually pretty wholesome, I guess. Yeah, we just sleep together in the same futon. Ooh, a three-way, I see. Isn't this a tight squeeze? Is it raining outside? Sounds like it's raining. No. You're trapped here. That is very uncomfortable. Nazuna, stop! He wants to be a vampire. Yeah, just tell her the truth, Cole. Yeah, it's good to have dreams. Uh-oh. The Nazuna's the one who gets embarrassed. Meanwhile, Nazuna's dying. Oh, her voice is so cute. She's heating up. Mm-hmm. Go back to sleep. Come on, guys. Yeah, it's not horrible and lewd. It's, as you said, pretty wholesome. Has it been fun lately? Do you feel like you're having fun? He's got two girls beside him. Oh my god. Doesn't change the relationship. Akira still feels a little listless though. Those were indeed legs. Fall asleep so early. I feel like you're gonna fall asleep and not go to school. Oh, it's morning. Oh, might as well. Do you feel satisfied? Wow, look at how nice the color is now. It's not like in that filter anymore. What's that filter? Ah, my eyes! Okay. Yeah, so it had like, what is it called? A sepia tone that like an overlay on it, on how she was in the beginning and how she feels muted. The colors around her feels very muted. But now towards the end with her actually having a good sleep, despite it only being 4 hours, it was like, I guess it was a quality sleep. You know, that filter that she has on the daylight, the day world. I just want to say the day night world now. It is very, they're two separate worlds at this point, but yeah, the way that she sees the day world is very different now. So that's really it's really nice just having that little progress for Akira. All right, no after credit, so I'm going to go back to the center and write my notes. I swapped that, but that's okay. we'll be to the center. Alright, so that was episode 4 of Call of the Night. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a really nice episode. Again, I've really been enjoying the color palette of this anime. It's very aesthetic to me, and I really like the way that they do it in terms of making like the difference between the nightlife and the day life. So in the beginning with Akira, I believe I already said, you know, the colors are very muted. It feels like it's going through a filter, and and even with like the music and how it was going in the beginning with Akira going through her school life, it doesn't feel as upbeat, as energetic as the nightlife in terms of both the color and the music. So we can see, especially from the talks that she had with Cole, that she's not happy with her home life, she's not happy with her school life. And so, you know, just the way that she sees the world, she's probably feels very listless. And Akira and Cole are similar in that aspect, where they just feel like they're fed up with the world. But unlike Akira, Cole decided to rebel against it And so he decides not to go to school while Akira continues to go to school, and because of this, she continues to live this rather listless life that she's having, compared to Ko, who says towards the end that he's having a whole lot more fun now that he's living the nightlife. And she was telling Ko about how it's a good thing to keep a healthy schedule, but from what we've learned from Akira is that she falls asleep early and then she wakes up in the middle of the night, and for some reason she decides that she's not going to continue and try to sleep. Well, actually, I think it's because she's not having a quality sleep. That's what we saw towards the end, when she actually has a nice satisfying sleep. And so she falls asleep early, and then she wakes up in the middle of the night, and her plan at that time was that she was just going to wander the town until school starts. She was saying, like, yeah, I'm just gonna be around, and I'm already in my school uniform, so I'm just gonna go to school once that happens. And that's, you know, the both of you guys are not having a good, healthy schedule, despite Akira saying, well, I go to sleep. And, you know, if that's your defense, then I say Ko also goes to sleep. It's just that he doesn't have the daytime schedule. But Akira ends up hanging out with Ko and Nazuna, and she realizes that Ko and Nazuna's relationship is kind of wholesome, because we have this whole misunderstanding since Nazuna likes lewd jokes, so she keeps on making these jokes that Akira assumed was something that was real. So she's just, you know, it's that running gag of just her like, I support you and all in your life and whoever you like and whatever, but do you really have to be with this person? Like, this fucking monster? Which, understandable, you know, there are some times where I'm just kind of like, yeah, maybe I should call the cops on Nazuna. But she learns from Cole about his dreams, since she was trying to figure out why he was letting Nazuna suck her blood in the first place. So he goes and tells her that he wants to become a vampire, and in order to become a vampire, he has to fall in love with Nazuna, and Nazuna gets very embarrassed. And that's when Akira finds out that Nazuna likes lewd jokes, but she can't handle the topic of romance. And Akira says that it's interesting to hear about his dreams, since he usually doesn't like to talk about what he wants to be when he grows up. So, you know, his dreams, his goals, and all that. So when they were in bed again, and they were, you know, having a bit of a tight squeeze, Akira was happy that he now has a dream. And unlike her, I was gonna say he has a dream, unlike her, so that's basically where the sentence ends. But we do see Akira falling asleep, despite her saying that she was going to stay up. She had a nice rest, as we saw towards the end, with how the daylight is a lot clearer in color, you know, unlike the beginning, so that was very nice. And it makes me wonder if Akira, like Ko, is taking a step on her own to, you know, be happy in her life. Albeit, right now, Akira is saying that she's still going to try and get Ko to go to school and all that, and she says how if Ko did go to school, at least her school life will be fun. I mean, I assume that Ko's not going to go to school, and maybe he might eventually at some point, but right now he's not gonna go to school, and it makes me wonder if Akira, will she move on from that point, knowing that she could find fun in her regular school life and all that. But we'll just have to see. So far, it's very fun to see Akira's character, and she currently meshed well with our two main duo. And moving away from Akira, we get to that small segment of Cole feeling nervous about Nazuna after the kiss, and because of that, he assumed, because if you kiss each other, it means that you like one another, and so if that's the case, then perhaps he did fall in love with Nazuna this whole time, and now he can finally become a vampire. His whole life that he's going to shed as he becomes a vampire, you know, a great achievement for this boy. But as we see that he still very much does not understand love, and Nazuna shows that to him by giving him what he wants. She sucks his blood, but he didn't turn into a vampire. And that was when Nazuna tells Ko that what he felt was lust. And I thought it was interesting since he is also a 14-year-old boy who has a lot of hormones going on within him right now. And despite Nazuna saying that it's not a healthy thing to separate lust and love, she does say that in Ko's case, this is exactly what he felt. He only felt lust. He did not feel any love. But you know, you did say it's not healthy to separate those two. As a person who's asexual, I think it's easy for me to split between the two lines, but you do you, Nazuna. Even though he did not become a vampire, perhaps this is still a stepping stone for him on his way to romance, on his way to fall in love with Nazuna and become a vampire and all that. If I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.